Hello, Apronia. Bishop here. Finally figured out a way to get this thing on a recording. So sorry, I've been doing a lot of runs of this, so this is why you get an instant replay, because I'm not going to lie, this is not an easy fight to pull off without a green. I've seen a lot of runs where people have done greens. I did this once without a green. It took me about 3 or 4 days to do it again with this team. So starting off here, I got the Twins up. Now I went with one jack call because I'm making sure that the Lamia doesn't cleanse, because if the Lamia cleanses here, it's a problem. But using Arciela, get the disable down. Now you notice with core, I focused there on hope. Right now, the early part of this fight, the part that I found the most, the part that was most helpful, you got to get rid of that hope mannequin first to make the Lamia bring that hope, to bring that one back first. So that's the only real single target attack I have. So that's why I focus it here on hope while he's going. So there we go, to be able to handle the orb with what we got. So I'm pushing the Twins on their 2 buffs as long as I can in between the Megaflares, because I want to hold on to those for the end with this. And I'll tell you right, between the Lamia's first attack, where she's going to charm your character, it can be really tough, and you really got to play the counting game to make sure you don't overuse the skills in order to get a cleanse. Because like I said, you right now with this team, you get cleansed, you can forget it, because you're just not going to get enough damage. Because I did do that where I just tried to push through the cleanse with that. Because this, like I said, without a green, this gets tough here with this. So here I'm really just kind of watching and waiting to see. Once you get, I want to say about 35%, by the time Megaflare comes, it's going to be over. So like I said, here I was hoping hope was going to be, boy, that's a bad pun. This is what I'm talking about. You get the hope mannequin up right now, because if you kill them both at the same time, what I found is that the Penelo mannequin comes back first. That makes it really hard to deal with this orb without greens. That's the key. Without a green, you really got to be able to play the orb game with this. So that's why, like I said, when hope popped back up first, I was going to be able to do this, because right now I'm getting hope's turn back up. He's going to get the buff up. I'm going to be able to dispel it. That gives me another cycle here on the orb, which is what's going to allow me to take this down a little bit further. The big key here, this is why I'm not really pushing on hope now, because with a second cycle, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm going to run that team down as much as I can for this. And as I said, right now it's more along the lines of, okay, let's watch Penelo, excuse me. Make sure that there's a disable debuff on her so that she's just not going to blow me up. Because unfortunately with this, I'm not going to be able to, with this team, I'm not going to be able to bring, I'm not going to be able to destroy him and get the threshold to get the extra disable. So you really have to kind of watch that here with that. So that's why I was kind of spacing out the Reaper's Gales and the other tricks. So right now, as you see, I didn't apply my Fran call from the Twins. I'm running on Jack's buff right now, because I know I'm not going to be able to really overlap the 2 of these here with that. So I'm coming up on the Twins here. See, I'm going to use the EX. Like I said, I'm trying to push those skills as long as I can here. With that, I knew I wasn't going to really have to worry about, because you can see Penelo's down to 15. I was not going to have to worry about her getting another turn before she was going to be dead, because I knew I had another Megaflare coming up. So kind of went a little early here with this set of Twins, but it's like I knew I'm fixing to, with the friend Twins, I knew that the Penelo was going to die here pretty quick, and that's where it was. I knew Penelo's coming back first. Hope's going to come back second. So like I said, right now I'm at 62%. So once you get it under about 60, once you get it under 70, it's a little easier to blast through the orb. That's why you need that hope call the second time around. So, or that's why you need hope to come back first after that first death here, because I'm going to be able to use the orb and the burst to be able to work on the Penelos here. So that's why I don't have the disable here to halt Penelo and keep her from doing anything. So that's why I'm having to play the Ore game. So as you see right here, boy, you really got to play that one tight. I thought about using the rainbow attack, but I said, no, I'm going to go ahead here and get that, because I was actually more worried that the boss might cleanse and jump, and that would have just been the end of me there. So that's why I went ahead to do this. I get at least, because I haven't, as you see, it's a good thing that I wasn't recording this live, because I was dropping a bunch of expletives on myself, because the last 2 times my Twins was up, I forgot to use that Francis call to get that on there. I would have been able to get a little bit more damage with that. And so right now, the biggest thing I'm trying to do is whittle down Penelo. And I'm looking to make sure, okay, where are the friend twins as opposed to Penelo? So I get my core. So I figure I got a little bit of room here. So that's why I'm going to squeeze as much as I can here. So I was debating which attack to do, so I decided to refresh the EX here. I'm figuring at 42, I've got a pretty good shot at being able to get them down here in the burst. I was not sure about. I thought about using Megaflare there, and then using the Megaflare with the friend twins, but I said, nah, let me go ahead and hold off. Go right into the burst. A nice job getting the extra turns in between. Really roasting the 2 of them down, and having the 3 of them really allows me to get the damage on the Lamia there. So that was another reason why I decided to go ahead and do that. So yeah, I'm going to lose both of them here, but at least I get 2, which is decent. You get a decent amount of damage here with the Twins, and plus the new Penelo mannequin is going to get shoved back a little bit more, which gives me more room for the friend twins, because I'm looking at it right now. The big concern I had when I was running this was I going to be able to get that last friend unit in on the with its Megaflare. So unfortunately, I didn't have B taking a turn right at the beginning, because then I would have gotten just a boat ton more. I would have got another probably 250K damage on that, and brought it down a little bit more. Would have helped me out here. So right now, this is kind of along the lines. I'm playing the game of, all right, so I know Penelo's not going to be a problem anymore, but it was like, okay, the concern was, how could I get the Lamia down, hopefully, so that she did not end up reviving Penelo in such a way, because I figured there's plenty of HP on Hope, but Penelo's got a ton. So that's why I was debating whether or not to use that Reaper's Gale, but I saw where B was, and I was like, just not sure if that's going to be enough. So I went ahead and used the Reaper's Gale there, because I didn't figure, actually I shouldn't say I used the Reaper's Gale there. I tried to do as much damage on the Lamia, because I said there's no way Penelo's going to survive to be getting a turn. And so when I was kind of looking at it here, I was like, and this is why I went Thunder here. What I actually probably should have done was going with the EX. That might have kept Penelo alive, which is what I wanted to do, so that after this turn, then when I start working on that, then I can only work on Hope. Thankfully, though, that happened at turn 38, so I still had a whole bunch of turns, and that was the big problem, because right now I'm just focusing on, okay, I got plenty of room to get Penelo down, or plenty of time to make sure she's disabled, but I got another turn in front of her. So with the Twins coming up, I realized, actually, I only thought I had 1 Megaflare there. I had 2. So that's why I went ahead and blew it up. I thought maybe the Lamia would die, but as you can see, I got her close, and I also got Penelo close. So it was good that I did that with Hope up at that time. And so that's why I went with the single target attack with Core on that, to try to get a little bit more damage, because I know right now the Twins are going to be kind of, and I got to say right there, 240 is really not bad for a single target attack for them, since there's only 1 there. So I went ahead with the Megaflare, even though I knew it wasn't going to be, big and massive, but I figured, hey, 290, I figured it was going to get a little bit more damage, because right now it's more along the lines of, okay, this orb's got to go, or not the orb, I'm sorry, Penelo's got to go, make sure I had time. So that was the big key there with that. So I went in there and with that, and that's why I was going with the LD from Core at the end, in case I needed the Reaper's Gale to give myself some turns. So there you go. You can, that's how you do it, folks. I can't, it was tricky. I got to say that I was really close to greening the Twins, but when I actually did it the first time, I don't know why I did it the first time without a problem, but I had to go back and I blue cord, and I got Arciela's high armor, and it made it a whole lot easier. So there you go, 49 turns. So hey, appreciate you watching. If you learned something or you picked something up, you enjoyed it, please consider liking and subscribing and leave it a comment, because I appreciate any constructive feedback anybody's going to leave. We'll see you for the next event, which I think is that guy Lude with the wings. Take care. Bye.